Praise the Lord. Good morning. Good morning. It's a very cool and crisp morning. So we thank our Father for things being as well as they are. Advice. Advice means it's guidance or recommendation with regard to a prudent future action. It's guidance or a recommendation or recommendations with regard to a prudent future actions. How do I proceed? Should I do? How can I address this? Everything can't be resolved of man, but everything can be addressed of man, and only everything can be resolved of the Most High God. High God. So many people don't take advice, and at the same time, so many want to give advice. I think there should be a moral rule. If you cannot take advice, you have no reason giving advice. You have no. How you gonna have all the advice in the world, but can't nobody tell you nothing? Can't nobody make a suggestion? It's guidance or a recommendation with regard to prudent future actions. That means that advice is meant to be taken as I leave this alone. The same letters and listen are in silent. So the Vice Squad would fight, and try to eradicate prostitution, the Tommy gun, machine gun, which is weapons, alcohol, gambling houses, everything that was a moral blight, a social issue. The Vice Squad would show up, bust up beer kegs, shatter bottles of whiskey, confiscate Tommy guns, tick or tab or gambling houses. That's what the Vice Squad was for. And if you take the AD in advice, it can mean add or addition or adjust. But the Vice and Vice Squad is vice lock, vice grip, stuck in a vice, head in a vice, heart in a vice, as I leave this alone. So advice is meant to be taken. Advice helps you out of a situation. Advice loosens the lock on one's mind as I leave this alone. So let us be, it would behoove you, my drill sergeant, my instructors when I first went in the Army, and while I was in the Army would say, it would behoove you to do as I say. It would behoove you to take this action. It would behoove you. It's in your best interest as I leave this alone. As I leave this alone. So many people are in the same situation, same marriage, same relationship, same condition, same hard mindset, because you didn't listen to mommy. You didn't listen to papa. You didn't take advice. Advice loosens the lock on one's mind. The same letters in silence are the same letters in listen. How much more will certain of us continue to self-destruct? Advice. It means guidance or recommendations with regard to prudent future actions. We have to take advice. We have to. You don't have to, but it would be in your best interest. It would behoove me. It would behoove you. Advice loosens the lock on one's mind. You keep making the same decision. When I was growing up, if I want to do something bad, I would go to my gang member friends, my drug dealing friends. If I didn't want to do something bad, I would go to my saved cousins, the Macaulays. I would go talk to them. I would hang out with my cousins who were churched and saved. When we want to do something wrong, we go to the person that's going to tell us, yeah, man, I was you. Yeah, girl, do it. When you don't want to do something wrong, you're going to go to mommy, papa, Wello, grandma, titi, tia, Theo. You're going to go to somebody you hold in high regard for advice. But when we want to do wrong, we're going to take our own advice, or we're going to seek some advice that is contrary to what we normally would do. So advice, take it. It's like a prescription. It's like medicine. Advice was meant to be taken. Advice loosens the lock on one's mind. Peace. Take advice. It's okay. It's okay. One.